In Hollywood, Florida, records are shattered in more ways than one. The Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown starts now.
Well, let's first take a look at the chip count. Mucklapalooza well out in front, nearly 19 million in chips. James Mackey in second with 11.6, and Jake Bazeley in third with 7.3 million.
And as you can see, the winner's going to take home $1,081,000. What a first place prize. He will fold that hand. Now Jake Bazeley, he's got a 7-9. Going to take a break. James Mackey now with a king 7 of spades. Moves it up to 300,000 to go. Chance with a ace 5 of diamonds. Gonna quickly make this call.
Over to matched out, he goes out.
There's our chip leader Muckle.
And he folds in the big blind.
So two-way action. Ace 5 versus king 7, and look at this flop. Ace king 7. 2 pair for James Mackey and aces for Chance. Mackey first to act. He has bet 400,000. Chance, of course, with aces, quickly making the call. Going to the turn. 6 of clubs. And Mackey with the 2 pair. And there are 3 clubs out there now. Does he slow down? Nope. Not the young man from Kansas City. He is betting again, 925.
Well, Chance picking up chips. And he is going to make the call with the 2 aces.
Yeah, no club, though.
Neither player has a club.
Big pot, deuce of hearts, and changes nothing.
If you're sitting in Mackey's seat, you like that card. You know that didn't help him.
I'll say. And he's going to go in for the value bet on the end.
Yep, 1.375 million. Betting about a third of the pot.
Chance with the aces looks over to his opponent.
Well, I'm not going to raise.
That is beautiful news for Mackey. Now Mackey is saying, well, please call me then. I know you can't beat 2 pair.
Now, the pressure that he's under right now.
Okay, you got it, buddy.
Oh, this is a nice laydown. James Mackey, 28 years old, a top player online. Quick fold by Bazeley.
Well, James going to raise again. Ace 9 he's got this time. Makes it 300,000 to go.
Chance and Matt out. Mucklapalooza, our chip leader, also folding.
Well, Eric has the same hand. This time it's suited. Ace 10 of spade. Has his opponent dominated here. Going to make the call. So the same 2 guys going at it. And it comes ace, queen, 10. Great flop for Eric. He's got top and bottom pair. His opponent has just 2 aces, drawing almost dead, and it goes check, check.
3 of hearts on the turn. Eric's going to check again.
Surprised at that.
Wants to get a check raise in, obviously. And he's going to get this because James has bet it 450.
900.
Eric's going to double the bet. Makes it 900,000 to go. Oh, so scary.
Yeah, the min raise puts more fear in you than a big raise,
Really
but a
does.
quick call here by Mackey.
Down to the river we go. It's a jack of spades.
That is the one card Eric did not want to look at with a 4-card straight out there. Fearful his opponent might have a king.
Yeah, that's going to slow him down. He checks.
Now James quickly checks behind him.
No games for James. Eric Afriat from Montreal, the non-professional, 2nd-time WPT final table player, will take down this one. The raise makes it 300,000 to go. Right behind him, Chance with a king. Queen says all in. He's on the short stack. He's going to plunge away. Matt Stout getting out.
Knuckle out as well.
2.8 or something?
2.725.
Okay, I call.
Oh, wow. James is going to make this call.
Well, he can well afford to make the call with over 13 million in
And
chips.
he's a favorite. It's a good call.
He's out in front with the ace high.
These spades are left.
Chance's tournament life on the line here. There's Chance's girlfriend, Emily. Got her fingers crossed for her man. Can he get lucky? Yes. Whoa. So far, so good.
He's
for
hit
her and
queens.
Chance as he's taking the lead. 2 queens on the flop.
Beautiful flop for Chance. Loving that.
Suspenseful.
2 more cards to sweat, though.
We got a deuce or a five on the turn coming.
Seems expected, doesn't it?
It seems pretty expected.
At least a jack.
It does feel pretty sweaty.
Let's go to 4th Street. It's an ace. Uh-oh.
Heartbreak for Chance right there.
Well, we're gonna need a good card here.
Makes crowd erupts.
If you don't put a king or queen out there, I'm going to lose my sidekick, and I don't know what I'm going to do without my sidekick.
Well, Chance went to Colorado, was majoring in architectural engineering, didn't finish, dropped out to play poker, but he needs to build a hand here if he wants to stay alive.
Emily with the prayer. It's not going to work out. 8 of clubs on the river.
That's going to do it for Chance Kornuth of Hollywood, Florida, the local going out tonight in 6th place.
That is right. Chance Kornuth turns into Swamp Chum.
Well, there you see the chip count. Mucklepahoosha out in front with over 20 million. James Mackey in 2nd place with 15.7.
Yep, the winner's going to take home $1,081,000 here tonight. Highly regarded young player.
Yeah, this is
All in.
his 9th WPT cash, his 2nd final table. He finished 3rd at Foxwoods.
Matt's going to shove.
He's made the call with the ace high. Great read by Muckle here.
Eric out. And the flop is coming up. It's a jack 8 deuce.
That's a good flop.
Can Matt Stout outdraw right here? Let's see. Nope. It's a 6 of spades, Mike.
Well, that's going to do it for the 29-year-old poker pro out of Las Vegas. Matt Stout came to the final table on the short stack, goes out in 5th place. You know it's going to get raised a little bit anyway, and it does to $525,000, just over the min raise.
James with a nothing hand goes out. Muckle. Oh, he also can't play. And now Eric will give action with a jack 8 of spades.
Seemed like it.
Aces versus jack 8. What a hand. But a jack 8-4 hits on the flop, Mike.
Incredible. What a flop for Eric. He has flopped the top 2 pair. His opponent has the 2 aces. Well, Eric leads right out into the pre-flop raiser. Again, this time he's got the hand. The last couple times he's done it, he didn't have it.
1.3.
And he's going to get the action he wants with the raise. Jake makes it 1.3.
Yeah, it's the $1 million raise here, but
2.8.
this is going to be a $2.8 million bet. Well, I remember what Stu Unger told me about 2 aces one time. All they're good for is to win a small pot or lose a big one. That could happen to Jake right here
All in a
because you
call.
just can't get away from aces.
And the turn card is a 9 of spades. Stitch by stitch. Down to the river we go. What's it gonna be? It's a queen of diamonds.
Well, there you have it. The basketball player, Jake Bazeley, bounced out of here, bumped off the rim with the 2 aces, out in 4th place.
Oh, yeah, 371,000 richer. Take a shot at this with a nothing hand, 675 to go.
And this is his 2nd WPT final table. Last time he was here, he finished 6th. Tonight he said he's going for it, doesn't care. Raises with junk here.
James out. Muckle, though, with ace-5 will make this call. Here come the first 3. Muckle picking up 5s there is going to check.
Yeah, he's got the bottom pair. Eric checks right behind him. A little surprised he wouldn't make a continuation bet there. Now a king comes off to pair the board. And again, Muckle checks.
1 million.
And all of a sudden, Eric's going to get busy here. If you're sitting in Muckle's seat, you're saying, wouldn't this guy bet a pair, any kind of pair on the flop?
Going down to the river, and it's another king.
And look at this. He's going to make a defensive bet, as we say, a blocker bet of $400,000 here into a pot that's got over $3.5 million in it.
Wow.
So I am going to bet at him. $2 million more, $2.4 million now the bet. You see people standing up now.
Paid you big if you bet the flop. I don't think I could fold at this point if you had bet the flop.
Well, this would be a great call, and he's going to make the great call.
He's gone with his gut instincts. It didn't make sense to him, so he made the call, and a good one it was by Mucklepahoosha. He extends his chip lead.
And he'll raise to 600,000. He has re-raised to 1.6. Eric out.
Well, can't blame him. Ace Queen in a 3-handed poker game is a big hand.
Mackey makes the call. Queen versus ace 5, 3 5s. Muckle getting chips out to make the continuation bet, it appears.
Well, over $3.6 million in the pot.
Oh, wow.
He's going to bet $1.4 million. An overpair, a flush draw. You just call here.
And the turn card, 8 of diamonds.
Well, Muckle's going to check the ace high.
That is a nice check.
Maybe fearful his opponent's got a small pair here.
Yeah.
And 1.5 million now the bet by James.
Can Muckle get out of the way?
All in.
I call.
Whoa, he has said all in. And
All in the snap call by Mackey. And Muckle knows he has stubbed his toe here. Wow.
just got out of line.
Well, it looks like a horrible play because he's drawing dead, Vince. But in reality, if Mig had a small pair, I'm not sure he's going to call the all-in bet there. James Mackey out in front with 23 million. The businessman from Canada, Eric Afriat, in second place. Muckle Pahuja in third.
And he's at 50,000. The blinds are 150 and 300. Let's go to the felt. And he will make it 600,000 to go. James Mackey, our chip leader. They call him Mig. He will make the call with an ace-8. And the local Muckle Pahuja has a king-queen. He's also going to call. Muckle, the hottest player on the circuit this year, 3 times at a final table on the World Poker Tour.
Yeah, it's his 5th cash this season as well. So here we go, 3-way action. The flop comes queen, 5-4. Good flop for Muckle. He's out in front with 2 queens.
Both James and Muckle check.
975.
Eric's going to take a stab at it with the 6s. 975.
You're certainly going to bet that if your opponent's check to you. Only one overcard out there.
James Mackey, the 28-year-old, is going to get out of their way. And Muckle, of course, hitting top pair.
Well, he is going to check raise, Vince. And a healthy check raise up to 2.45 million.
I call.
And a quick call by Eric. Eric with the 6s. So a big pot happening. Deuce of diamonds.
Muckle's still out in front with the 2 queens. He's reaching for betting chips. And looks like a lot of them. About 3.2 million. Now that deuce does give Eric a gut shot straight draw to go along with his 2 6s, but he is far behind right now.
I call.
But it's not slowing him down. He's going to call here, Vince. So massive pot brewing here. Over 13 million in the pot now. 9 of diamonds on the river. Muckle's only got a little bit less than 5 million left here.
All in.
He's going all in. His opponent's been slow playing a giant hand. He's just knocked out. He knows that, but
Muck.
but he's happy to hear this kind of chatter out of Eric. And now wanting him to call. Knowing there'd been a snap call if he would have beat his hand.
4,625,000.
I call.
Wow, he is going to call it and pay for it.
King of clubs, queen of diamonds.
Muckle Pahuja is going to double up and retake the chip lead.
He's going to go out of this hand, and now Eric. Oh, he's got a gigantic monster hand, ace, king of spades.
And he's going to start out with an $800,000 bet here.
Right behind him, James. Let's take a look at his
Oh,
cards.
look at this, Vince. He picks
Yeah.
up a pair of 7s for the 2nd straight time. He got burned with them in the last hand. Let's see what happens here.
2 million.
Well, first thing he's going to do is raise it to 2 million.
Getting aggressive.
34.
Well, 3.4 million now the bet. So the 4 bet by Eric here to 3.4 million. Now what do you do with 2 7s? Well, you call. That's what James is doing.
Big pot brewing here between these 2 guys. Here's the flop. It's a jack 5-3, but there's 2 spades out there.
Gives Eric the nut flush draw.
1.6.
1.6 million is the bet.
Yeah, Eric's going to bet on the 4 flush. James with just a pair of 7s.
Don't see you throwing this hand away here just yet for that size bet. And James is making the call.
Yep, he's going to invest deeper.
So right now the 2 7s out in front.
Going to the turn card. Eric would like to hit a spade, and he gets the spade.
The dream card comes off. Eric with a nut flush, his opponent drawing dead. Let's see how much he bets now.
1.6.
1.6 million. The pot's got over 10 million in events.
Doesn't want to chase his man away. I can't blame him.
Well, this is a very small bet for this size pot. And it is working, Vince. He is just reeling him right in here, it looks like.
Oh,
Remember,
man.
whatever Mackey puts in there is just going over to the other guy's stack because he is drawing dead.
He doesn't know it, though, and he has made the call. And to the river card, it's a 6, so Eric still with the absolute nuts. What's the right amount to get to extract from your victim? Let's find out.
13.3 million in the pot right now.
6 million.
Well, he's going to make the bionic bet. 6 million.
Yeah. This a good sized bet here now. And now what do you do if you're Mackey? You know all you can beat is a bluff here. The guy 4-bet you before the flop. What if he had ace king of diamonds, for example? Would he be betting the same way? Would your 2 sevens be
Oh
good?
boy, he's going to call.
Nuts.
Complete devastation here for Mackey. Look at his face.
Well, the 2 sevens.
Right at any time. They are having a great time, as are we, as 3 players battle it out at the Seminole Hard Rock Showdown.
Well, how about this Eric Afriat? He was in a distant last place not long ago. Now he's in a distant first place. Incredible. 33 million in chips now.
Okay, onto this hand. Muckle is going to quickly fold his hand. Eric, exuding confidence right now. He's got a 10-7 this time. And he will splash around with that junk hand. James with a 10-6 of hearts.
Happy to see a flop here with the 10-6.
The flop is a 6-5-4. That gives 6s to Mackey.
Well, Eric has an open-end straight draw. Mackey has top pair.
All in.
Oh, and he's going to go all in with the 6s.
I call.
And a quick call by Eric Afriat. With 2 cards to come, Eric with the possibility of knocking out this young man from Kansas City. Can he get it straight there? No, another 6. Gives 3 of a kind there to Mackey.
Now Eric must make the straight to win, must catch a 3 or an 8. Nothing else will do.
Otherwise, Mackey will double up and get back in the hunt, and it's a jack of hearts, so that's exactly what's going to happen. James Mackey is going to take down this hand with 3 of a kind.
But he just limps in. He's hoping this aggressive player raises him, but
Eric with a 7 deuce.
just makes the call. Doesn't raise, but it flops a flush.
Oh, wow.
And unbelievable. Muckles flop top pair with top kicker and checks.
Just incredible. Eric has flopped a flush.
And Eric checks right behind him, so both slow playing their hand. Now aces and queens for Muckle.
Incredible.
Well, he is going to bet now, but you better put his seatbelt on soon.
It's 550 into the man with the flush.
1.1.
And there's the raise.
And it's the min raise, Vince, to 1.1 million.
All right. Smart min raise.
Well, no way Muckle's going anywhere, that's for sure. He makes the call. Knows his opponent could have a flush, could have a straight, but aces and queens, the top 2 pair, you're going nowhere.
River card. 3 of clubs. Perfect card for Eric. Muckle's going to wisely check this.
2 million.
2 million with the flush and a quick call.
It's ridiculous how good you are. Oh my God.
Muckle just can't believe how lucky this guy's getting.
Oh, boy. The man from Montreal, the businessman. And he will raise to 800,000. Eric gets out of his way. James Mackey with a king 7 of clubs.
All in.
And he says all in. All in, and a quick call by Muckle.
Well, I'm surprised Mackey would move all in with a 7 in his hand, unlucky as that card's been for him, but let's see if we can get lucky here. Muckle has him covered, so James Mackey's tournament life on the line. If he loses, he'll be out in 3rd place.
5 cards to come. Here we go, Mike. 10-6 deuce. Save for the 9s right now. James behind at this point. Muckle in front. Ready to break his 28-year-old opponent. Here goes the turn. And it's a queen. No help for James.
Well, there you see Muckle's wife Alexis and the dog Bandit sweating the river card here.
James Mackey, WSOP, bracelet winner, in a lot of trouble. Needs the river out here. Let's take a look. Can he catch his king? Here it comes. It's a jack.
Well, that's going to do it for the 28-year-old James Mackey from Kansas City, Missouri. Great effort this week. Out tonight in 3rd place. As we start out heads-up play, Eric Afriat out in front. He was the lone non-professional at the table, but yet never seemed intimidated by any of those guys. Seemed to play more aggressive than everybody at the table. And here he is with a big chip lead, playing heads-up for the title.
But that doesn't discourage him. He's going to raise it. Makes it $1 million to go.
He's going to make it 1
Eric
million.
with a 9-7.
Eric puts out
Will
the
speculate. Makes the call.
Well, we're gambling now.
Queen deuce 9-7. Flop is a jack 8-3.
3 of clubs.
Well, it gives Eric a gut shot straight draw, but not much for either player. He's going to check.
Muckle, nothing hitting there, but
Looks like he's getting out betting chips, and indeed he is. Makes a continuation bet, $950,000. Before he gets it out there, Eric has made the call. So that's a little scary when you have a queen deuce.
on to the turn. It's a king of spades.
Eric is first act.
Doesn't change anything. Eric checks.
Muckle's also going to check.
River.
5 of spade on the river. Eric now knows the only way he can win this pot is to bet at it.
1.4.
And he is doing that. Give him credit. 1.4 million. And Muckle saying to himself, what can I beat except for a straight draw? That's exactly what his opponent has. Could he possibly make this call with queen eye events? Nope, he thought about it, but didn't do it. So a nice river bet there.
Can he close?
Well, he might be a non-pro, Vince, but he's been playing poker for 25 years, so certainly has experience.
$1 million.
Well, here he goes. He's got a pair of 8s and has raised to $1 million.
1 million.
Muckle behind him with a king 9.
Now, Muckle knows this guy could raise with any 2 cards, especially with his chip lead.
All in.
Whoa.
So he's going all in with a king 9.
I call.
And Eric's going to make this call.
This is my flip. This is my flip in this tournament.
Muckle Pahuja must win this pot to stay alive in this tournament. Otherwise, the amateur businessman from Canada will be our champion.
Oh boy, Muckle Pahuja going to the rail.
Day and a half ago.
Everybody on their feet.
There's the Canadian contingent. Here we go with the flop, Mike. And the flop is a 5-5 deuce. That's good for Eric Afriat.
Well, Muckle must catch a king or a 9 now to take the lead.
Eric can't believe it. He's laughing there. Loves that flop. Muckle disappointed, obviously.
Will the snowman stand up? That's the question.
Going to the turn. And 4th Street is a 10 of diamonds.
So we are down to the river. Muckle Pahuja must catch a king or a 9 to have any hopes of winning this tournament, or it's over.
Well, a major upset, 1 card away. We will see if the Canadian can take down this huge title.
Well, Eric Afriat in prayer mode right now. Can he dodge a king or a 9? He has done it. Wow. Congratulations to our champion, Eric Afriat. I don't understand what this is for here.